some Ray Charles shit, bro. No needles.
It's not like I'm selling it.
I just like to get a little taste.
That's crazy.
I gotta get focused, man. Ladies and gentlemen, what is good? The Triangle Offense is back in the building. And as always, the show consists of the trio. You already know what it is, man. Your boy Frost teeing off here. And I got my homie with me.
Yo, what's good? It's your boy, Billy Paycheck, a.k.a. William H., a.k.a. Pathfinder. You already know what it is, man.
Pathfinder?
Yeah, man.
Gotcha.
Pathfinder, bro.
Pathfinder. You care to expand on that one, or?
Oh, yeah, if you're really interested, it's like, man, they always call me Pathfinder when we as kids, we be playing, get lost in the woods. Like, I knew the way. Like, you know what I mean? Whatever it was.
Okay. I got you. I didn't know if it was like some Pathfinder. I like that, man. I was kind of like the de facto GPS, you know what I'm saying, with my cats I grew up with, too. So I know exactly what you mean, for sure.
Yeah.
I had like that, I always compare myself to your boy from Brian Mills in that movie Taken. I always be like, I got a particular set of skills. And one of them is like, they just had dangerously good photographic memory. Like, It's like I could repeat like stuff that I've like visually seen with my mind, like a year after the fact. It's weird.
Beast, man.
Yes, sir. But nonetheless, man, a little bit of a snooze front, man, with current events in the NBA. But there was some other NBA-related topics that provided all the entertainment we needed this weekend. That's for doggone sure. Usually, we probably should be talking about, Jalen Suggs hitting his big shot for Gonzaga, sending them to the national championship, showing his future NBA prowess and all that. But no doubt, that was a wild shot, bro. Like, I couldn't, especially considering UCLA just like came off and knocked down that one bucket, like to tie it up right before that. Then your boy just said,
Yep.
He heard the Luther Vandross. He heard the one shining moment, bro. And just not drilled that crazy shot. I'm like, he's definitely going to the league.
Excuse me.
Oh, you good, bro? Even though that destroyed the last little remnants of my bracket because I had Gonzaga losing several rounds ago, but it's what it is. It might be their year. I'll be sure if anybody had per bracket. Yeah, it just wasn't that year, man. Like, anything, you couldn't predict nothing, man. You was better off just betting on the big dogs and hoping that whoever big dog you betted on didn't go fishing early.
Facts.
Yes, sir. But nonetheless, we have more entertaining stuff to tend to, man. And you already know one of my favorite NBA legends of all time. It's like, my man Paul Pierce, man.
Bro, you not going to do him like that out the gate. Pause,
I have to, bro. I have to, bro, because I have to, bro, because I enjoyed every minute of social media like shredding my man after the IG Live. But y'all sure already know we talking about your man Paul Pierce, man. Boy was out there living his best life this past weekend on IG Live, man. And I'm just like, I was praying for your boy, man, because I'm like, I hope he got a job on Tuesday, man, because this is not a good look right now.
It's crazy.
Go ahead, I'm gonna let you go, bro. I'm gonna try not to laugh, man.
Man, I'm not as informed in the whole situation as you are, so I can only speak to the clips I saw, man. And it just looked like, you know what I mean, a grown man that might be used to things that aren't like overall culturally acceptable, but strippers playing cards, kicking it, like, you know what I mean? Drinking. I guess you said there was some other things, other activities.
A couple extracurriculars going on, you know.
The one thing I'm gonna say is, you get on your live, you do whatever you want to do, exposing yourself. If I was one of the people there and he had me in that camera, bro, I'd have been so fucking weak. Like, bro, what you mean? I'm chilling.
And that is my point exactly. I have nothing wrong with what you do. Like if you want to load up, the hotel or rent, get the Airbnb and bring the strippers over and the Henny things possible, Mary Jane pop it. If you want to do what you do, bro, but that camera.
Yeah.
That camera, bro, you got to be careful, man. Social media will eat you alive, as they've done already with Mr. Pierce. If you don't believe what I'm saying, just go out to IG, type in Paul Pierce, and you'll see all the shenanigans all over IG. Because the internet's undefeated and merciless, as we all know.
Dog.
But bro, I'm just like, P, come on. As clean cut as he comes across on the jump and all the shows that he does on ESPN, NBA prime time and all that stuff, man. It wasn't a good look, man. It just wasn't a good look. Like, bro, like I understand it might be like the home, like it might be a special celebration, might be celebrating for Easter. Who knows? That might be what he does for his Easter holiday weekend. I just hope he didn't have to go to church the next morning.
Oh man.
But
Man, on one side, that's facts, like the clean cut image and stuff. But on the other hand, man, nowadays people like always champion everybody for being able to be who they are, who they really feel like they are. So if he really feel like he a turn up type dude, like, man, why can't do both? Why can't analyze today's basketball during the day and at night go turn up with some bitches, bro? That might be his swag.
And again, I'm not knocking this hustle at all if that's his thing. But again, the camera, bro. The camera is a narcotic, bro. That's a fast way to get yourself caught up. Just ask D'Angelo Russell.
Facts.
I'm not condoning that Nick Young was out there cheating, but that one incident destroyed your boy's professional career and any chance he had of having like a career like in Hollywood or like anything like that, bro. That messed up both of their careers almost, bro. So I still feel that still haunts D'Angelo Russell to this day. You know what I'm saying? Whether he meant to be like, whether it was meant as a joke or malicious or whatever. And that's my whole thing. Like, hey man, do as you please, man. Hey, he's a champ. He's done this thing. He's balled out. He's doing his thing. Post career rocking with ESPN and all that. Do you? But be careful with that camera, bro, because. Man, oh man, like that. We already know, bro. We just saw what happened with KD last week, man, and Michael Rappaport. You know what I'm saying, with that whole fallout situation. So that's my whole thing. Like, be careful, bro. Know your audience and know what you're doing when you're in the moment. I don't know if the Henny was talking or the Perks was talking or what, man. But all I know is your boy was living his best life, but he was hurt at the same time, man. Like, you could just tell by the look of his face, bro was out there hurting. Like, and I ain't talking emotionally hurt. He was just like under the influence hurting. Like, man. I'll be shocked if he couldn't feel his face in that moment, man. I ain't even gonna lie to you, dog.
Yeah, bro. That's insane.
Oh man, like it was. I ain't gonna lie, man. I'm not the biggest Paul Pierce fan, man, and I appreciate his confidence, bro. But he just be reaching too much as a commentator, man. There's a Charles Barkley level of throwing shade. There's a Shaq level of throwing shade, and then Paul Pierce is in a whole different zip code above those guys, man. As far as like throwing shade at people, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? And my thing is, I'm like, look, man, I respect the hustle. I respect that. Hey, man, you carved out your little niche in history as one of the dopest cats that played the small forward position. I get it, man. I respect it. You held it down for Boston, even though you needed KG and Ray Allen and the boys to, come save your career late in, but then it was proven that he
couldn't. No, we're not gonna do this.
Nah, bro. Sorry, I brought the stethoscope with a couple of clips today. They ain't gonna
Why can't it be this perspective though? They saved each other's career because that was all their first ring, man.
Yeah, true, but because they got traded to this team and they won anywhere else, I'd have been happy. But I'm not a Boston Celtics fan, and you should know that for various reasons. I mean, I can even go recently to the way that they did Isaiah Thomas, bro. But
you already know I'm not a Boston Celtics fan either, but I respect them. Like I respect them, bro. It's like a good villain in a comic book movie, bro.
Yeah, I don't want to see them win, bro. It's like making a deal with the devil, bro. Like that's just my thing, as far as like that franchise goes. I mean, I respect anybody that root for them, bro. I just too much like shady history, man, with that franchise in general. That's just my personal opinion, Just like some people call me psychotic for still rooting for the Orlando Magic, and then the Voss family runs that franchise. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
yeah, hey, nobody's perfect, but um, but back to you, boy. Back to the original playoff P, man. It just for me, man. It's kind of one of those things where I'm kind of like, you know, I applaud him for doing him in the moment and flexing and enjoying the fruits of your labor, but you got to be careful with that camera, bro. Like I can't stress that enough, man. Like the camera, especially in today's world, bro. Like, man, you could ruin everything that you done built up, man, in a hot 16 just from having fun. Like, who's to say there's not something built in his ESPN contract that negates that kind of stuff being done on, you know what I'm saying, like off the court or off the outside of the studio. You know what I mean? You just don't know, man.
Real talk.
And that's my whole thing. You don't see none of these current players out here talking about I got the Henny, I got the not the I don't know why I keep want to say Molly, but I got the perks. I'm like, yeah, I think technically you need certain access to get a hold of those perks, especially today's world with everybody stressing this opioid crisis. I'm just saying, man, you gotta watch it, man. I hope Paul is able to get past this without impacting his professional career, man. But don't
Excuse.
be surprised if there's some backlash or fallout from it.
Real talk. And then, man, the overall thing that we need to address that we didn't really say yet is his age. So when you look at it from that perspective too, it's like,
Yeah,
you kind of old to be on IG Live talking about perks and all this shit, nigga. Like,
exactly.
chill out, man. Yeah,
Oh
he
boy,
could.
that's what I'm saying, bro. I'm like,
He
wait,
could
hold on, man.
chill.
Say this for the young knuckleheads, man. What are you doing, man? You're supposed to be a family guy. You're supposed to be the shining example, in your retirement age, man. But I don't
Facts.
know, man. It's a fine line between, like I said, do what you do, but just keep that camera off, bro. Like, man, no, it's not a good look, man. It's just so not a good look, as far as that's the only issue I really got with it, man. Like, to each his own. You smoke weed, drink, and do what you do in your downtime. That's cool. Just don't put
Yeah,
yourself and other people and your boys that's with you. Don't put them at risk, man. Because
real talk.
I guarantee there's somebody significant other that had a very unpleasant conversation on Sunday morning and into the Easter holiday with them shenanigans going live. Just
For
saying.
real.
Shoot, I can only imagine how I'd have to deal with that if I had a significant other.
Hilarious, man.
And I'll just be like, hey man, hold on, I wasn't the one with the camera though. What you mean? I want the one broadcasting the everything, all the contraband we had.
Crazy as hell, bro.
Oh man, it was funny to me, man. That's all because it's such a slippery slope, man, on so many different levels. Like I said, I'm about like you, man. Like I want to defend him, like, hey, live your best life, bro, but just keep the camera off, man. Just chill, bro. The
Facts.
strong move quiet and the weak start riots, man. Like just chill. Keep that camera concealed, man. That's more dangerous than a concealed weapon.
Bill Russell in the background trying to chill, get him a lap dance.
You know
This
what I'm
nigga out
saying?
here
Like,
airing him out and shit.
you're right. Like we can be taking care of Bill, on his last ride, man. But he ain't Paul
Duh.
Pierce out here spoiling it. Oh man, like come on! I expect that out of some cat that just got to the league, man. Just chill. Polster your weapon, man. Steady on the brakes. That's all I ask.
Facts.
But nonetheless, we'll let the internet continue its role on your boy P Money, man. We're gonna let the truth simmer. Even though I found one of the funniest memes ever, man. They said, show a photo of your boy, man, with the strippers beside of him. She said, when your girl go on her phone, she changes your name in her phone from the truth to the lie.
Oh man, that's messed up.
I guess that's what me, man. I knew social media was just going to roast your boy, man. Like after the fact, I was like, "Oh, this is gonna be good. Let me get my popcorn, get my get my lawn chair ready, because this gonna be good."
He don't care. I bet you he's
Hey,
unfazed. He used
I
to
bet
be
you
the
he
butt
don't.
of the joke.
You know what? You're absolutely right. You're absolutely right for sure. So, but nonetheless, man, we had another intriguing topic that aired this weekend too, and a lot of good positive feedback and some not so positive feedback. But big news, obviously, we got Space Jam 2 that's going to be coming up here, man, in the near future, and the first major trailer just dropped and this weekend, and I gotta admit, man, I was actually impressed, man, with what I saw from the trailer, man. Nice modern touch, man. Seems like they got a little bit more different storyline and angle versus the last one. But I want to toss it to you real quick and get your thoughts about the trailer itself.
It was fire, bro. Want to say first shout out HBO Max because
For sure.
what they're doing is revolutionary, bro. How they dropping these free
Mm-hmm.
movies on us, bro, and they all fire. So yeah, I'm looking forward to this one. A month or two. Can't remember what
Mm-hmm.
the exact release day was. Wasn't it June something?
I think it's due to come out early summer. I think it might be in June, but I'm super ecstatic for it myself, man. But I gotta admit, I might be heading to the theaters to go catch this one, bro. I ain't even going front, man.
Shoot,
Or if
that's
I
real.
don't, I ain't even going front. That might be date night. You know what I'm saying? just
Yeah,
just to go kind of like because I mean obviously we grew up, but we saw the original, man, and the original was a classic in my opinion as far as like kids
super
movies goes.
classic.
Super
Super
classic,
classic.
man. But just for the sake of the culture, man, and them upholding the legacy of the original one, man, I might have to go see this one in the theaters. I ain't gonna cap. But if not, hey, I'm gonna make it a great Saturday night with HBO Max too. I'm enjoying this while I still got it free through AT&T.
Facts. But yeah, man, I might go. I didn't even think about it from there too. I had said carry on tradition, bro, because I definitely saw the first one in theaters. That shit
Mm-hmm.
was monumental, man. Which
Oh
is
man.
going to take us to this other side of the conversation, man. Some people out here trying to compare acting skills and attribute
I
it to
guess
their legacy.
some told me he's gonna bring that up, man. But hey, I threw it out there. I floated the ski shot out there, Pauls, and we're gonna see what I was curious to see what kind of feedback I was gonna get, but let's just say the trolls in the stands and the casual fans did not disappoint me at all, boy. So I'm on the record for kind of saying for verbatim. I'll say what y'all want about MJ being the GOAT, but when it comes to acting, LeBron by far is a way better actor. And apparently that ruffled some people's feathers. I make that
You
statement, man.
you saying it back right now, you can't understand how?
I don't, man. Because let me be bluntly clear when I say this. We've gone back and forth about the GOAT argument. God knows how many times, thrown in so many different scenarios, eras, rules, and stats, and whoever. We can't compare the play styles. You can't compare the rules, the defense, the losses in the finals, the losses to the whatever. But at the same time, let's be honest here. Space Jam 1 was a classic, but Michael Jordan did a okay job at playing himself. I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. I found Mike's performance, not necessarily performance. I found The Last Dance to be more entertaining as far as like his skills. I mean, he still had to act in some capacity. I found his skills with The Last Dance to be more entertaining than his skills in Space Jam. I'm just saying.
What? He was being himself.
Some told me this conversation was going to go south when this
This
subject
is
came up.
crazy. This is only crazy from a few aspects, bro. You're
Yeah.
comparing the whole first Space Jam to a
Mm-hmm.
trailer.
Mm-hmm.
What? You've seen a couple scenes and LeBron's
Nah,
acting his ass
nah,
off that much that you
nah,
saying he just
nah.
washed Jordan?
Now, hold on, not so fast, my friend. I'm not comparing it just to the trailer. LeBron actually has a short resume of film experience. You know, from the and I forgot the name of the old doggone movie that fast, man. What an embarrassing moment for me. Jeez.
That one
Um,
with Amy Schumer
with Amy
and Bill
Schumer,
Hader.
yeah, you know which one I'm talking about, man. But you know,
Yeah.
he did a solid job in that movie. You know, he kind of played himself, but not necessarily like verbatim himself. Um, he's got a little bit of a resume. You know, he got the self documentary about himself, and just from my opinion, just from his interactions, like with doing like hosting events and things along those lines, like
Oh my
I
God.
know, man. Something told me. This just something told me what's going to happen today.
Nah, man,
Uh,
because you're giving me evidence that you reaching.
no, nah, bro. You ain't gonna call me Stretch Armstrong today, man. You ain't gonna do that
Yeah.
to me. You hold on. You mean to sit there and tell me that Michael Jordan's performance in Space Jam was Oscar worthy?
No, but why should it have been?
All right, fair enough.
Why
Did it
you
deserve it?
expect so
Hold
much?
on. Did it deserve a Soul Trade award?
Did it get one? I don't know.
No, I ain't getting no Soul Trade award. He played
But
himself. He
you're
was
comparing
Michael's.
it to
I'm
LeBron in
just
a
saying, look.
rom com, bro. His LeBron's
Oh,
rom com performance was so legendary that he's just.
oh boy, this is funny.
Oh, this is funny, man. You are funny, dog. But that's
Hey,
neither here
man.
nor there, man. What's the greatest all time basketball movie? Because neither of them is going to be in that discussion.
Oh, absolutely not. Neither one of them make the top five as far as top five basketball movies goes. I mean,
Or
they might
matter of
not make the
fact,
top 10.
greatest basketball movies with actual like NBA player in it.
Hmm. Now that
Blue
let's
chips,
see.
bro.
Got Blue Chips up there. That's one of my favorites. Obviously, got Game. Even though Ray Allen couldn't act in that movie, I mean, but hey, that was Ray Allen's lone role.
He
Uh,
got game was fire though, yeah.
but I felt he did a better job than what Michael Jordan did in Space Jam. If we're going to be 100% honest here, um, but maybe because he didn't have to play himself, maybe that might be the case there. Um,
And bro, like you are really expecting a lot. Like, bro, these
I'm not
people
expecting
are
a lot.
they are less than the 1% of basketball players. Like they're like the 1 trillionth% of top basketball players, and then you expect them to be this great at acting too? Like this is crazy, Jordan.
I expect better out of Michael Jordan with him being the goat. I'm just I felt so a lot of his commercials were better than Space Jam as far as performance goes.
Hey man.
I remember even like one of the responses, man. Somebody brought up the Pro Stars cartoon that only lasted one season, and I'm like, nah,
Yo,
that
that was the cartoon. Oh, there were
it
not be
was
no
fire.
slander,
I'm not going to
bro.
slander that because again, I grew up watching that stuff,
I
even
was
though
about
again it
to
was only for
say,
one season.
hey man, concept was still fire. They probably started like noticing their rights was being, you know what I mean, used for cheap, and all those legendary athletes was like, nah, bro, you gotta pay us more. So then, like one
or as
season
far as
wasn't.
critical. Or maybe as far as critical acclaim goes, it might not have been greatly produced or written. There could be that possibility, bro. I'm just saying.
I'm not gonna do that because I was a little dude watching that, and
True.
it didn't matter, bro. It was Michael Jordan, Wayne Gretzky, Bo Jackson, and all them.
Wayne Gretzky acting like it just like your prototypical like dude surfer, bro. That was the one thing I really didn't like about that cartoon. Other than that, it was fire. And I'm like, bro,
Yeah.
Gretzky ain't no surfer cat, man. What is this, man? You know, they had him acting a little Bill and Ted Excellent Adventurous. You know what I'm saying? Like, I wasn't digging that, bro. But other than that, it was a fire cartoon.
Facts. We got
Um,
way off track. I'm gonna say
for
this
sure.
real quick.
Go
If
ahead.
Bron don't got a side cast of his homies, like you know what I mean? That's what made
Mm-hmm.
Space Jam classic, how they stole the powers from all those dope NBA players. If they skip that whole angle, man, I'm gonna be salty, bro.
I am too, man. But here's the thing, though. Like we're in a different age, man. And the only thing I'm nervous about is like how they've already started kind of like diluting Space Jam 2 as far as obviously, Pepe Le Pew got canceled for all those shenanigans, and I'm gonna save that argument. That's the way off for the podcast. I'm not going to get off into how I feel about that. Um,
He was a
they watered.
rapist.
We are not gonna have that conversation on the podcast. We're not doing this, bro. No, the podcast will not get me too, bro. I'm not having it.
Man, that's so funny, bro. The fact
This
that
is
could be a debate is funny to me, but it's all good.
oh man, oh my goodness.
You
We
mad?
have to eventually get to a point, man, where the past is the past. We can't accept it, and if we're gonna, and here's my thing: if you're gonna cancel the scum for being raped, now see, I wasn't gonna do it, but you forced my hand in. If
Real
you,
quick, let me
real
ask a
quick, if you
question.
go ahead, bro, go ahead.
My bad. You mad because you kind of was getting your Pepe Le Pew back when you was out there getting at the girls, at the
Not
ladies.
even close to that. Nah, man. Nah, I'm much more smoother. First of all, I ain't stinking. And secondly, I ain't gotta do all that. I gotta get physical like Pepe did. You know what I'm saying?
That's what I'm saying.
I can't believe we're having this conversation right now, bro. At least we're still talking about Space Jam. But
Yeah.
if you're going to cancel Pepe Le Pew, you got to cancel every single Looney Tune out there, bro, because
Oh,
they
that's
all have
facts.
filthy passes, bro. I mean,
That's
let's just,
facts.
let's just be honest. Bugs Bunny was once a racist. Yosemite Sam is out here shooting basketballs, bro. We got to cancel him for using guns on the court. I'm just saying.
Yeah, man.
Daffy
That's
Duck got
facts.
a lisp. Oh man, come on! Like it's just so Sylvester slobbering on people. Elmer Fudd's the head of the NRA. I mean, we might as well cancel all the Looney Tunes, bro. Like if we're really
From
gonna do this, man.
from that stance, that's facts though. But I thought you
And
was
that
just about to throw in a cape because you had like a
oh
special
nah,
place growing up with Pepe Le Pew. Even as a
trust
kid, I was
he's
like, man, he gotta chill a little bit. Like,
oh no, I wasn't gonna say that, bro. I was hoping he pulled one of the honeys. I just thought he was a little aggressive with it, but
nah, he
But
was doing
my
too
thing
much.
is, man, like that like is such a weak cop out, bro. It's like, so what are we targeting here? We gonna cancel Pepe Le Pew, but yet we still gonna just let. I mean, let's not forget there are clips on YouTube of all these racist cartoons involving every character that's in the Space Jam lineup. I'm just saying.
That's facts.
I'm just saying. If we gonna do it one way, keep it consistent. Don't just sit back and single out one guy because he doesn't fit the Me Too agenda right now. And that's my whole thing, bro. Like if we gonna talk about racial injustice and racism and all that, I love me some Bugs Bunny, but you got to put him on the hot seat too. Just saying that's my only point about that. You got to be consistent across the board.
Real talk. And then the overall bigger picture from that
Mm-hmm.
point too is like, what's really for like, I mean, I agree with what you're saying with Bugs Bunny's past, but even canceling
Mm-hmm.
a cartoon while still like letting racism rock in real life, like that's crazy to me.
Mm-hmm.
Like the
Yeah,
cartoons, canceling anything like this doesn't make a real change. Canceling Pepe Le Pew ain't gonna make a certain type of dude stop being creeps, bro. They don't understand how unacceptable it is, bro. They think it's cool. So I don't know, bro. It's canceling shit overall is not the answer, bro. Like
it's
really,
definitely not the answer, bro. It's definitely not the answer, man, at all. I mean, you gotta do more than that than just getting like you can't just save one aspect of the entertainment industry for the sake of trying to combat a worldwide issue. That's my whole thing, bro.
yeah,
You know what I mean? So, but and even then they watered down like Lola Bunny. They took all the curves off of her. I mean, teach on where you want to look at that. But I'm like, what are we trying to accomplish by doing that? Really, like, really, what are we really trying to accomplish by doing that? It just
crazy,
it just doesn't make sense to me, bro. It's like we're trying to water down the things that got us to where we're at today, and my thing is like if we're gonna uphold tradition, man. Like you gotta accept the good, the bad, and the ugly at the same time, you know. But I just didn't see any harm in that. If in the case like Pepe Le Pew, it depicted a not quite accurate stereotype, but there are some people, Frenchmen out there that might be a little abrasive with approaching women.
That's hilarious.
Every demographic's got a stereotype, and that's what's represented with the Looney Tunes. So I hate the fact that they isolated two and then like necessarily address all of it for the sake of saving money. That's my whole thing. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? It's like, okay, they say, okay, look, this can impact our bottom line, but Pepe Le Pew and Lola's expendable. You know what I'm saying?
facts.
That's my whole thing. But
Or man, hold up. Looney Tunes. I thought Looney Tunes was Disney for a second, but that's a
now,
whole
mm-hmm,
nother can of beans. But man, back to some lighter shit.
mm-hmm.
Um, I didn't see too many other featured like actors and stuff in this. Like, does he have any comedians with him in this movie? Kind of like Mike had Bill Murray, that type stuff.
I didn't see off the top of my head. I do know that as far as like opposing players, I know Anthony Davis, uh, Dame Lillard, and Diana Taurasi's like counterparts or characters that they're tied to were depicted in the movie. So I do expect them to at some point in time be featured in the movie. Then you got Don Cheadle, obviously, that plays like I guess he's the role of like the master villain that's involved with this. So he's kind of taking that. I guess what was that guy's name? Mr. Swackhammer. He's taking the Swackhammer role in this movie as far as like being the villain. But it was still the first trailer. I'm sure there's going to be more to come to open up things a little bit more and to see. But as far as I'm concerned right now, I don't see no immediate comic relief, and I'm looking forward to if they do add that because. Yeah, I mean, I think you have to add like a Wayne Knight or a Bill Murray to it, just to help give it that extra pop.
Yeah. Who would be the
But,
modern day versions that you could see?
I mean, as long as they don't go with Laurel Howery, man, I'm like, it seems like he kind of like playing cleanup on all these movies, man. That needs like quick comedian, cheap like comedic relief. But
Man,
shout out to
Lil
him, but
funny as
man.
hell though,
He,
bro.
he is, bro. But it's like they're making him like the substitute teacher of like comic relief, bro. Like, give my man his own like like the joint on Netflix with him and Andre, well, my man Eric Andre. Like, give him like the co-star role. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah,
I know
that
Uncle
shit's
Drew was like a good start, but I'm just ready for him to take on a bigger role comedy wise. Stop making him like the de facto like comedy relief to make the movie funny.
real talk.
But and I hope they don't add Kevin Hart in there because I think Kevin Hart's a little oversaturated right now. But I wouldn't be surprised if he makes a cameo at some point. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Uh, I don't know from there, man. It just depends on how the storyline's formulated, man. It seems like it's angled around like LeBron and him trying to save his son essentially. Even though
yeah,
I found the one liner of his man to be funny. When he was talking about what in the Matrix hell is this, I actually found that to be a little funny.
yeah.
Or even a little jab he threw at Will Smith, like, oh, Will Smith ain't got to deal with this.
That's hilarious. Man, I was about to be
See what I mean,
weak,
man?
man.
He's funnier than Michael Jordan, man. It's like that.
Oh God. He might have better writers. See how deep down the rabbit hole that shit leads when you could just branch off forever.
Oh man, we sure could, bro.
Be like, man,
Writers.
Michael Jordan's Space Jam only had a $50 million budget. Say some goofy shit that doesn't even matter. But
Well,
yeah,
LeBron lived on site in Los Angeles. Mike had to travel and was like living on the set of Warner Brothers studio. Like, yeah,
for
oh
real.
man, that was my whole thing with my post, bro. It was just to kind of see what the troller meter was on. The trolls didn't disappoint. That's for sure.
Yeah, everything can be debated nowadays, man.
For sure.
But I'll tell you this, man. I was about to be super weak watching the trailer when it turned into like cartoony. I was like, man, this shit better not last too long. I thought it was gonna be,
Yeah,
but
I'm
it
with you
came
there.
back. Yeah, because you see all the like potential for like special effects and nowadays for that type of movie. So yeah, that cartoon. Hopefully, that's like a couple little minutes, and then they get off that shit.
Yeah, man, because I was getting nervous when I saw that too. I'm like, no, y'all didn't do that to Mike. Come on, don't do that to LeBron, man. Don't do that.
Facts.
I was definitely a little nervous when I saw that piece of the trailer too. So I'm just sitting back like, please don't let this be permanent. But like you said, they definitely, they CGI'd up the Looney Tunes. I was actually happy to see that piece of it, and they brought LeBron back to his like normal self. So yeah, but it was like I said, man, it's got a lot of potential, man. I'm excited for the modernization of it, and we're gonna see what happens.
Think it's gonna be super fire, man. Because I don't got too high expectations for it. I'm not even gonna
Mm-hmm.
try to compare it to the first at all either. But
For sure. Nah, I mean, you can't compare the two, man. Like you said, we two different eras and two different battles as far as fighting cancel culture. So you definitely can't compare the two for sure.
but I know one thing's for sure, two things for certain.
What's
It's
that?
not gonna affect either one of their legacies. This does
Not
not
at all,
apply
man.
to the GOAT combo.
It doesn't, bro. I'm just. Oh man, I love it when I plan goes together. Oh man, I hate the internet, but I love it at the same doggone time, man. It's good. It's good for trolling, and it's good for watching cats like Paul Pierce take their L's, boy.
Facts.
Oh man, but nonetheless, y'all, man, we go close it out on that note, man. I hope that all my man playoff P, Paul Pierce is able to, not have no serious ramifications coming off living his best life on Easter weekend, and I hope for Space Jam too, man. I hope I'm able to, go see it safely in the movie theaters. If not, it's gonna be HBO Max on a Saturday night.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir, man. But nonetheless, the Triangle Office, we're gonna holler at y'all in the next episode. We will see y'all on Throwback Thursday.
Yes, sir. Peace.
Peace.